No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and today I'm here with Lil Tecca. How the hell you doing, bro?
I'm chilling. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really taken aback by how quickly you're blowing up. Things are going crazy, huh?
You think it's going quickly?
Yeah, because I hadn't even heard of you before that song, the Lyrical Lemonade thing, and then all of a sudden you got like 30 million plays, and it seems like everybody I talked to today when they were like, who are you interviewing? And I was like, Lil Tecca, and they're like, ooh, okay. Mm-hmm. Everybody was excited, so it was a good sign.
It's like, it was like a long process before, you feel me? Like, it's not no overnight thing.
I feel like you really hit the right song with this one, because I noticed that you had a lot of YouTube videos out over the course of like the last year or so, and there's some good stuff in there, but I feel like this was definitely like just the right song, right moment.
Yeah, thank you. I feel like, yeah, it was like building up. Like, the fans wanted it. They wanted it more and more.
Yeah.
And then it like dropped at like the peak.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so but that's the crazy thing about you is that you're coming from Queens.
Yeah, but I moved to Long Island. So
Okay.
I only lived in Queens for 7th grade.
Okay, where in Queens?
Springfield Gardens.
Okay, nice, because I lived in Astoria for a long time, so
Okay.
it's kind of a whole weird world out there. But then, okay, so your parents took you to Long Island. What was your sort of childhood like?
I was just in the house a lot, playing video games, chilling outside.
They didn't want you leaving the house?
No, I was always outside in the summer, always outside. I lived on like a dead end.
Right.
And it was kids and me, we would always be outside.
Because it's more like a suburban type area, Queens, like deeper out there?
I had neighbors and shit, we was outside chilling.
Nice.
And that was when I was younger. And then when I moved to Long Island, I stayed in the house a lot.
Okay.
I didn't go outside at all.
Why not?
Cause I didn't like connect with people a lot.
But it's just like a different crowd. In New York, you got more of like a hood crowd.
People are really different.
Long Island, you got a lot of like straight up isolated ass white people, right?
I mean, there's white people, there's black people, there's everyone. But it's like the people are different, you feel me?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you live in Long Island for a different reason than why you live in the city. Like, if you live in the city, it's because you want to be in the middle of the bullshit. You want to wake up and you want to hear noises and shit. And if you move to Long Island, it's because you want to get away and just build yourself a little castle.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, so were you always interested in music and shit?
I always listened to it, but I never really like made it until, you feel me, I started like joking around with it.
Right. What were you into in terms of what you were listening to when you were younger?
Alright, so like the first music that I was listening to was Michael Jackson.
Nice.
And then it was Coldplay. And
Respect.
then it was like Eminem, Lil Wayne. And then Meek Mill. And then the Chicago era came up. No, then Waka Flocka.
Yes.
And then
Chief Keef sort
then
of
that's
came
when the
from
Chicago thing popped off.
Okay.
I saw the Don't Like video. Me and my brother, we saw that. It didn't even have 100,000 views. It was like, yo, what is this? This shit is crazy.
But you must have been so young, too, because that was like 2011, 2012.
I don't even remember what grade I was in.
Yeah.
5th grade.
But you were
5th grade.
You were feeling it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I knew what I was listening to. That shit was fire.
That's crazy, because there's still so many people that I interview who, like, when they first saw Chief Keef was when they wanted to become a rapper.
Chief Keef was like, it made rapping look cool to me. Like it was so different. It was like the first of that type of shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. We just doing this shit on the internet.
It was the first time you seen a 15-year-old who was like that aggressive, the way that he was posturing, and you really believed, like, holy shit, this dude is 15 and he is hard as hell.
Yeah, it was like GTA rap. Like, it was a crazy shit.
Yeah, because you were big on the video game wave too, right?
Yeah, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty though. Do
you have a YouTube channel?
Did I have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You were streaming it and shit?
Nah.
No?
I just made the channel, but I never posted on it.
Okay.
But it was intended to be like on some shit. I was in like 6th grade probably.
Every young kid now has like a failed YouTube channel where they tried to make video game uploads.
Every kid now has a lot of failed experiments.
Because it's so easy, because, oh man, that's so crazy.
The internet makes everything easy.
Yes.
You can be anyone you want on the internet.
That's a fact.
The internet, it makes you be able to create a second persona.
Do you think that's part of what drove you to be interested in something like playing video games online or even rap? It's sort of like the same idea. Like, you want to be a different version of yourself that can just go out and steal somebody's car in GTA or whatever.
I mean, nah, rapping is just like, it's like, I make my music based on what I like listening to. Feel me? So I try to make my music like the music I listen to. Feel me? So I can vibe to my own type of shit. Like, if niggas not dropping shit, I could just make my own shit, and it's fine, the same way.
Definitely. How'd you get into actually making music? Who led you on the journey to getting there?
It was on some Xbox shit. We was like roasting each other, and then I was like, I don't want to roast you on Xbox no more. I'm gonna roast you on SoundCloud.
That is so funny to me that your first song was a diss song about somebody that you played the game with, right?
Yeah, and this is the thing. I lived in New York at the time. I still live in New York. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm in New York. He's from LA, and we never met each other
Right.
until the first time I came to LA, which was like this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was like 9 at the time.
Did you have any particularly brutal lines for him in that song? Like, you say anything that was just like, wow, you just cooked his ass?
Well, he has like a really big head.
Okay.
So like I said, his head looks like the number 8 because it's like big at the top and the bottom.
That's funny.
And then after that, I started dissing people in school. And then my guidance counselor found out. And then I deleted all the diss tracks.
Oh, shit.
Like before anything got out, I was like, because I didn't know who. I was like, yo, nigga snitching on me? Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to diss people. Like, are you kidding me? So I went home, deleted everything.
It's so fucking crazy for me to think that we used to do the same exact thing when I was a kid, that we would write diss raps about people, but then we would literally fold them up and hand them to each other and like laugh at them and shit. And like, there was the only way we would have been able to get caught is if one of the teachers actually caught us passing one of these offensive poems back and forth, and that meanwhile you are actually putting them on YouTube. But there's so much stuff on the internet that the teachers could potentially worry about that it's hard for them to zero in on exactly what harassment to pay attention to.
Yeah, on the internet you can't hide.
Yeah.
You cannot hide that shit.
Definitely.
Once you post some shit on the internet, it don't matter. You cannot hide.
The crazy thing to me too was I realized that kids get in trouble for stuff that they do online that has absolutely nothing to do with school. That if you had like a picture of you smoking a blunt and that you were 16, you can get a ton of trouble for that, even though you weren't doing it in school.
Type shit. I think so.
Yeah.
I think you could get in trouble for
I
some
heard
shit
about
like
because
that.
it's like presenting the school in a bad light or something like that.
I have no idea, man.
You're still in school right now?
School year's over. We're in summer
right.
vacation now.
But are you thinking that you're probably going to blow up so big by September that there's no way you're going back to school?
I'm just doing online.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that bother you? Do you have a lot of close friends in school that you're going to miss?
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
I ain't really had no friends in school like that.
Just didn't gravitate towards the people around you or something? It seems like you're a pretty friendly kid. Like you probably make friends pretty easy in the outside world.
I mean, people are, I'm not good at becoming friends with people. You feel me? Because over the years, I realized people change. You feel me? They start fucking with you for different reasons. So I choose who I fuck with, very minuscule. So,
I hear that. And okay, but what kind of person are you? Or like, how is your mind geared right now? Like, you're out here making huge moves as a rapper, but is that who you are? That you're thinking about what you're doing with this rap shit like all the time? Is it hard for you to have a friendship with a normal 16-year-old because you're so focused on this shit?
Nah, it's hard for me to be friends with a normal 16-year-old because like the normal 16-year-old isn't focused on the same things I'm focused on. I mean, we can't relate.
Right.
Feel me? I only fuck with people that I can relate to. Because if I can't relate to you, why am I talking to you in the first place?
Do you feel like you have stronger friendships with people that you've met online than you do the people from school?
Yeah. Because in school, people don't want to fuck, like, people don't go to school to talk to niggas anyway, you feel me? I don't even want to be here. Feel me? So
You got that attitude, yeah.
I don't want to be here, so why don't I, feel me?
Definitely. But so the clout hasn't necessarily like made all the kids start acting crazy too in school yet? You've been out for a little bit, right? So you haven't gotten a chance to maybe see.
In school, they knew I was dropping music. It wasn't like a crazy big thing because they seen everything like go up.
Right.
And a lot of those same people that seen it go up didn't believe in it in the first place. So when they seen it go up, it's not like they going, feel me, obviously try to fuck with me because I know. For me, I'm not a dumb nigga. I know if you fucked with me.
That's actually crazy that they are even self-aware enough to know to not fuck with you, because that's almost like the super normal thing is that everybody starts saying like, I believed in you, I seen you, I knew you was gonna make it or whatever. And it's like, bro, I haven't seen you in like 4 or 5 years. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean, but I don't care for that stuff. You feel me? I'm dropping music. Niggas know. People say, "Yo, this shit's fire. This shit's fire." I appreciate you.
What
Thank
made you start thinking that you were as good at music as you are? Like, who actually made you realize that you weren't just a regular dude who was just gonna make a few songs and have it be no big deal?
I still don't think I'm some like super dude. I'm just going to the studio recording. I mean, and the fans fuck with it.
Are you impressed by or amazed by the way that people react? Because like it's got to be unbelievable.
Yeah, it makes me happy when people like my stuff. You feel me? Because I like, making people happy.
Yeah.
But when people don't like my stuff, I also don't care.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, don't listen to it if you don't like it.
Definitely. That's the right attitude you got to have. You got to be doing your own thing. And if you start to get into that mentality, like especially with where you're at right now, because like, okay, you have this one song that's going crazy. Yeah. If you get into that mentality of like, my songs don't matter, they aren't important unless they make as big an impact as maybe a song that I had last year, it's not a good attitude to get into.
But it's not about no views though. Like, this is not about no views. This is about inspiring kids just like me that is in the back of the classroom chasing their dreams and niggas was hating on them and then did it on their own without no help. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. You feel me? So if I could inspire people at the same level I did with the track Ransom, then I'm happy.
Definitely.
You feel me?
Yeah, and I feel like it's good too because, okay, you're talking about Chief Keef and how you saw him and that got you super hyped on music and stuff, but let's be honest, the lifestyle that Chief Keef was presenting there was not something that was maybe a healthy or a safe idea for the average person to get into. I feel like you are representing for the kids who grew up loving video games and being on the internet and shit like that and who grew up on that kind of stuff and maybe aren't going to necessarily be posing with a machine gun in the video.
This is also a fact, you feel me? But you gotta understand that people come from, you can't control where you come from. You feel me?
True.
Everyone on earth, they spawned in a random point. They don't, you feel me? We just spawning.
So you talking like video game language right there.
Literally, we're literally just spawning.
Like that's how you're born.
Anywhere. We can't control where we come from. So whether you come from middle class, low class, the way you gotta get it is the way you gotta get it. We gonna meet each other at the top regardless. And those people are going to be the ones that inspire the other ones to come to the top with them. Feel me?
What are your parents like?
My parents, they Jamaican. Parents are nice. They're cool.
They're cool?
Yeah.
How do they feel about all the shit that's happening to you right now?
They're very proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they confused at all? A little, having a hard time understanding exactly what's happening?
No.
Because they're probably fairly young. They know what it is to be a rap star, right?
No, they know that it is to be a rapper. They're not confused at all.
My parents would have been very confused if I was a rapper.
As soon as my dad heard my first song, he knew.
Really?
This is on. But they didn't even know at first. All right, so this is how it happened. I really don't even remember how it happened, but the gist of it is that my sister knew that I was rapping, but she didn't know that my parents didn't know. So then she brought it up around them, and it was like, what are you talking about? And then she showed them, boom, they know.
That was it?
Yes.
Amazing. When so you started talking to labels and everything before the actual music really started taking off, or was it like you started to get a buzz and then the labels started reaching out?
I started talking to labels after I dropped this song, My Time. Like, I don't remember, like a year ago. Yeah.
How has that been? It's not draining your creativity yet? That's what people always say labels do.
Draining my creativity?
Yeah, labels are supposed to make you hate your own life.
I'm chilling. They don't really make me hate nothing.
That's good.
I'm here for one reason.
Definitely. What's the reason? Just inspire?
The highest thing that a human could do is inspire. When you can make another person want to do something, you can't get bigger than that.
That's true. And
inspiration is control.
And honestly, in this day and age, there's no form of communication that's going to get your message out to more people than music, than a poppin' ass song.
Literally. The internet. The internet is like a whole nother dimension, literally. Once you turn on your phone, you're in a whole nother.
And every piece of content, like you could compare a song to a tweet, to a meme, to everything. They're all different types of, content basically. But the biggest rap song is going to be so much bigger than the biggest, tweet, because of the fact that it's infectious. It gets into your brain. People who don't even care about what you're saying are going to be humming along to it. It's just like the ultimate way to burrow yourself into somebody's brain is by having like your concept turned into a melody that is going to spread all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
True. What else do we need to know about you? What other things are you into besides just the gaming, and obviously you're into the music and everything?
So I don't even be playing games like that.
Okay.
I only played in 6th grade on Call of Duty, and after that, once I started everything, I stopped playing like that.
You were never a GTA fan?
It would get boring too quick. After I would just join, niggas would be running me over, and I'll just die. I'll just like, what am I doing?
You'd probably be in YBN if you were playing that.
I'd be in YBN if I played GTA.
YBN Tecca. It could have happened.
YBN Tech.
Are you just dying to get the braces off so you can get a grill now?
Nah.
No. That's good.
But I want girls though.
You do?
Yeah.
You got any tattoos?
I don't know. The future tells. I don't know.
Future, yeah. You got a lot of stuff that you can kind of like put on the back burner until it's legal, you know.
Yeah,
Buy some lottery tickets.
I'm chilling.
Definitely. What's your strategy going from here? You got songs blowing up. I'm sure you got more videos in the works. Are you like working on a mixtape or working on an album? What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm working on a project. It's called We Love You, Tecca.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna drop summertime. We in summertime. It's gonna drop soon.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You got a crazy relationship with your fans?
Yeah.
I feel like you're very close to them.
The fans, they know.
They know.
If you know, you know. Man, you got too much to say.
Definitely. Okay, this is going to be a short one because you got a BET thing that you got to run off to. But it was very good to get you in here and get to learn a little bit about exactly what's going on in the mind of Lil Tecca, because I see very, very bright things for you. I'm feeling the movement, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Big time. All right. Well, what should we look to on Instagram, or where should we pay attention for updates on what's going on with you?
Shit, more snippets on the way.
Snippets.
More songs on the way. More videos on the way.
Easy.
You gonna see it. Even if you don't pay attention, you gonna see it.
Oh, I'm paying attention.
Now I'm talking to all the other people. You gonna see me regardless.
Facts.
Period.
I'm liked. I'm commenting. I'm subscribing.
Thank you.
Easy. That's a hint to everybody at home. You might want to like and comment and subscribe as well.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And swipe up.
As well. Swipe up.
Lil Tecca taking over the world.
Tecca, taking over the earth.
The earth. And then the world.
And then the world. We gotta work on one first.
Other galaxies, whatever. We don't care.
Exactly.
It's happening. Appreciate you, man. Lil Tecca, No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world. Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca. Tecca. Where'd Tecca come from?
Some girl called me Tecca, and then I started rapping and said Lil Tecca.
That worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
You owe her a check.
I'm running off with the bag.
Lil Tecca, I appreciate you, man. Gang.
Thank you.